Hello everybody, this is Souls44 and welcome back to another episode of Galactic Chickens. Today I'm just going to kind of look at a little bit of remodeling and restructuring that I just did within the immersive engineering. And I'm going to take another look briefly at possibly moving the field generator for the compact machines. After looking at it a few times, I'm just not satisfied with how it looks, and so don't be surprised if you come back, or if I come back in another video and this area has been cleared out or shrank down. And matter of fact, yeah, let's just do this. Let's get it done. So Galactic Chicken's available on Twitch Launcher. Check it out. And server's free to play. It's actually really easy to join the server. All you have to do is download the mod pack, click on multiplayer, and you'll see that there's a server to join, and that's the one. If you have any questions on it, feel free to ask me in the comments below. And all credit out to all the people that helped out with this is also in that video link description. So, here we go. All right. We're going to go ahead and tear this down. I'm done. I'm done with the size. It's just way too big. For what you get out of this, I don't even need it to be half the size as far as I can tell. So I don't know why it is that big. Let's just go ahead and put some things away to make room. And I'm just going to go ahead and shrink it down. There's no reason to have it as big as it is. That's just how the bottom line. It looks neat. The animation is amazing. It's just not necessary. And it's kind of an eyesore. To be very honest, I don't like how it looks. I just don't. So the question is, how am I going to make this work, and can I keep it within reason at the same time? Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. Let's find out. All right, so right-clicking on that's going to give me an arrow. I do want it to be a little bigger, but let's bring it about, or not a little bigger, but about that size. I mean, it's going to move some things. But now let's bring this one. Let's look at this one. Missing opposite field projector is required. Okay, I know that. Okay, it wasn't the farthest one, so let's bring it down to here. Did I miss that? I think I got it. Place this with the arrow facing this way. Missed it by 1. Okay, gonna move it out 1 more. I already know that this is going to be small. It only really truly needs a 5x5x5 space, so there's no real need for me to do that. Alright, so how's that look? Good deal. And so let's make sure we hit this point directly. Oh, oops. Did I? Let's try this one more time. Let's make sure I hit it right on. It's kind of hard to see. I'm assuming it's this one. So let's go ahead and grab some titanium blocks. That's what I was using. So we'll find out real quick if it's the right size or not, because it's going to tell me. Alright, it did move it quite a bit. I want it to be right here. Because I want this to take place still. Oh wow, did I drop that directly on there? That would be great. That would be kind of nice, actually. And I'm wondering if the projector got picked up somehow. Oh no, what am I looking at? How about the fact that the projector moved a lot? Holy crap. Okay, so we're going to move this projector. We're going to hopefully set it up and we're going to leave it going. It's still going to be a thing. What? You know, first of all, it's not the same height, and I can tell by just looking at it real quick. I don't know. Maybe it is. There. And so, with that being said, oh, it's off the ground. It shrank up off the ground. That could fix a lot of issues. To be honest with you, that could fix a lot of issues. Because now I can do maybe some more messing around with it. I don't know. The question is it a 5x5x5? And from the looks of it, it's more than that. So it's definitely still capable of building where I need it to build. It does undermine my entire setup here. So I am going to back it up one. Let's see, how many blocks off the ground is that now? 1, 2. Okay, so I came in 3 blocks. That's essentially what happened. I want it 1 block, so I get to come back 2 blocks. If that makes any sense to anybody else, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to come back 2 blocks. Or I just leave this floating, really. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to bring it down 2 blocks. Just that simple. I like the size. I don't like the location. So let's just go ahead and bring it down. 1, 2. Okay, place. I'm not on the block. And I'm hoping I didn't just mess that up, but let's see. 1, 2. And then 1 more. Alright, here we go. Come on, come on, come on. 1, 2. Hey, success. And back on the ground. Plus 1 block above. That's actually pretty cool. That'll work. Alright, that changes how I do this. I mean, it does completely void this setup. Almost, actually. It does void these locations. Maybe I should build a platform for it. That's kind of what's in my head right now, is I should build a platform for this. So let's go ahead and mark out see, and that didn't stop it. Okay, so from the side it stops it. From the bottom it doesn't. I could have swore I saw this being done, and I don't know. Knock it out. Let's platform it. One block out. That's not what I want. And I think I'm going to use some more titanium. And I'm doing this because it's the only... Wait, this is so much bigger than a 5x5. I don't have any other uses for this titanium at the moment. Outer space is a long ways away from me right now as far as I'm concerned. I know we were going to do the jack pump, which means we'll have to take some core samples. So I might just do that today. Actually, let's make that a thing. Look at that, I didn't even touch. I had 12,000 titanium. Alright, so there's the platform for titanium. That looks really cool, actually. To fix that, this really just needs to be extended out. So let's go ahead and do that. Boop. And let's put that away. We're going to do this. Simple as that. And so an auto placer down like this, and real simple. And I lost my filter again. I knew there was an issue with this, but I didn't think it was that bad. Did you grab? You didn't. He's still not. You know, let's. Oh, well, whatever. You know, you can't win for losing sometimes. Let's just make a bunch of filters. And he was supposed to receive the iron block. So let's go ahead and we're going to filter an iron block only. Oop, there you go. Iron blocks are the only thing that can go in there. That's not going to work because it's got to be inside. I wonder if... Let's test this out here. Yep. So that's not going to go through the block. Redstone does, which is odd, but whatever. How about you also take redstone and see if I can get that to do both without the phantom. See, I'm trying to make this look a little better than what it did. It's still going to be kind of ugly. I'm pretty sure I could do a somewhat better job on that, but at the same time, I'm not really, I guess I'm being kind of lazy about it. You know what, this filter thing is kind of depressing. So there. Oh, why'd I do that? Oh yeah. So let's do this. We're gonna go boop boop. Take that off. There we go. Alright, so now we have the iron block placer. We are going to move this and this, because that was never necessary, because that did not work. The range collector can stay, because it's still going to pick up, I think it's going to pick up there. Let's see. My idea is that if I move these farther away from each other, if they're equal distance away, the items should get split. At least in my mind, that's how it works. So these are now exactly the same distance. No, they're not. Well, they're 1, 2, 3 nodes. Insert and insert. And then I'll see about this filter thing. I'm doing this as fast as I can. I apologize if this is a frustrating thing for somebody. Redstone, and I think I figured out what it was that was going on with this. And what it is the crafter is going to insert one piece of redstone at a time, and the phantom placers are seeing them and putting them on right away. So like this placer is getting a piece of redstone, and then boom, it's going. And then a piece of redstone, and boom, and there's nowhere for it to go, so it just stays. So I'm wondering if it's possible. Let's stop trying to be tricky. Let's do a dropper. Well, let's link this thing up and get this going here first. I'm trying to go over in my head all the different things. So link, is it a link? No, connecting. There it is, connecting. Connector. I'll go over what I just did over with my immersive engineering stuff here in just a second. I want to make sure. So that block is now there. And whenever I put that in it, it's going to place redstone on top of itself. That's a pretty cool trick, I think, on its own. Now, I need to be able to figure out how to drop I'm going to use a phantom face, a regular phantom face. Let's go ahead and do a regular phantom face like this. Okay, what all involves making that? Oh, empowered. Okay, that's gonna take a second. So let's recap this. Let's move this over. Make this look good, or a little better anyway. I'm gonna go ahead and add a conduit. Insert green, extract brown. Actually, it doesn't need insert at all. I kept filter. That's fantastic. And oh, always active. It's going to take a while for the empower to work, and that's the reason why I think that it takes a little bit for that to come through. Let's go ahead and do this. I really hate when a travel linker is sitting by itself. It looks horrible. So this thing has got to send redstone. If it was any other item other than redstone, this would be done already. So it's got to figure out how to drop the redstone, and I think I can do it. All right, there's a phantom face, and I guess these filters need to be redone. Yep, okay. So to clear a filter, you just put it inside your crafting grid, and if it has any MBT or any kind of thing on it, it'll clear it out. Let's go dropper. Boop, boop, boop. And I think what we'll do is do a redstone torch. And so the phantom face, the problem is getting the redstone into the phantom face also, not just in I need to be able to split the redstone no matter what. So what if I have the phantom face? Because if anything's in this, is just going to continually try to place it, right? Yeah, it's going to keep on doing that. It's still a really, really cool trick, but it's not really going to be effective. I need to figure out how to get it to drop evenly. I'm still going to suffer from the same issue as I had before. I really think that's going to be a problem. So let's go ahead and put some stuff away here. See, clears it out. Clears it out. There we go. So that's where my filters are actually inside the nodes of these conduits. Okay, sorry about the interruption, everybody. I'll cut that all up, and I apologize for any kind of delays or anything that happens because of that. I'll do the best I can to make this look right, but I have a feeling what I'm going to have to do is have this dropper all the ways full, and then have a redstone signal sent to it somehow to tell it to drop once there is a block here. And I know I can do that. I'm just trying to make sure that it looks okay. Let's see. So the problem is really going to be having it look proper, because it's going to have, like, I don't have to. I'm going to use this phantom connector. Really don't need to put a phantom connector on there. Just kind of cuts back on the item conduits, I think. Yeah. All right. So, right here. Will that work? How's that look? Like this. And okay, so that will work. What we're going to do is this. We're going to shift that there and there, boom, and that's going to be able to receive redstone. Let's go ahead and try it without it and see how this works. But I have a feeling the item conduit is still going to fail me. Extract always active. Okay. And round robin, which is broken, we already determined. So let's go ahead and look at compact machine wall. Let's try it out. Alright, we already know that failed. And that failed completely. What in the world just happened? Wow. Let's talk about that for a second. I wanted it to be able to shoot this redstone forward. We're going to turn this to pulse, and that's going to prevent it from running. You did not receive a block of iron. So that messed up that. Insert on brown. And you're going to be, oops, compact machine. This thing took priority. I'm very confused as to why it didn't. What? It acted like it worked. It did work. What? Well, let's try it one more time. Well. Did everybody see that? I hope everybody saw that. It's not taking the iron. It's leaving the iron in here. So the filter is broken? Let me check my filter. Wow. That's wrong. How about we click on the right thing? Little late, man. What? Oh, yeah, there's two. Alright, let's try that again. I don't understand that whole process is going on. Put these filters away, this, and I know that this is not going to work because this cannot receive redstone signal. So what I'm going to do is fill this. Do I have room? Yep. Okay, so export. This should fix my problem. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and use the right tool for the job. And I need to do export. Hey, wait a minute. Okay, do what I tell you, not what you want to do. That's frustrating. Alright, and there we go. Once again, they should not connect to that, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to use redstone, and I'm going to keep this thing full. Just like this. And this is going to eliminate that phantom face. I'm not going to need it anymore. But what I'm going to need now is a detector or a sensor. It's a sensor. Great. It's a really good and really powerful tool because it can read blocks at a distance. And we're just going to go ahead and put that right here. And the pointy part of this is to face that way. And what that's going to do is face, and we're going to tell it block. And I'm going to tell it I want it to recognize iron. Okay. So when this thing sees iron in a 3x3 area in front of it, in 1, 2, so inside this 3x3 area, it's going to send out a redstone signal. I'm doing this ugly, I know, but I don't care at this point because I was so frustrated with how badly it was working that I'm just kind of tired of trying to make it look presentable. I want it to function. What the? Really? Okay, so you right click on there, should give me a face, and it's going to be output red, strong signal, input red. So when this sees a block of iron appear, it's going to go ahead and trigger a redstone signal, and that's going to pulse, and it should be completely full, or by then it'll be full. This right here is no longer needed, and that can be replaced with some dirt or whatever material I end up going with. Now I can facade all of these. It won't look too bad. I don't know. All right, that puts redstone in there. Cool. Now my recipe is going to be wrong, so I'm going to need to change my recipe because my recipe now calls for 2 pieces of redstone, but it's going to have a constant redstone going in from there. So let's go ahead and change the recipe by putting this recipe in as processing. Click this, and then I'm just going to adjust it and then recreate it. There. Super easy. And put it back in there. All right. Now, let's go ahead and, yep. Let's give it a shot. I wanted to revisit this because I don't give up as easy as I used to, but boy, I tell you what, I really wanted to give up on this. Let's see what happens. That was backwards. Okay, so we want to, we're gonna do this again. At least it did drop the redstone like it's supposed to, so that's all good. I think if I change the recipe, it will input first the one over the other. I don't know. So we'll try this. Yeah, let's try reversing the recipe. It's really hard to tell. All right, come on. It has to be iron first. It has to be iron first. And we got it. That is what perseverance can get you. And then there's the compact machines going back inside. Finally, after all that time, let's go for 2. Come on. And it failed. Ugh. Round robin. Off. I can tell you right now, I know exactly what it is. So the round robin is extracting the first, then the second, then the third, then the fourth, then the fifth, and the sixth slots. So I completely misunderstood what round robin is. But I think I solved it now. I might actually have to switch that recipe back around again. First, we're going to do this. This is going to be priority 1. You are going to be priority 2. -1. Alright. Let's try it again. Remember, you can only do this one at a time. Oh my gosh. Alright. Success. We're going to call it a day, I think. Alright, one more try. You got to do it more than once. That's the thing. What did I just grab out? Okay. You got to do this at least enough to know that it's going to consistently work, right? Please work. Booyah. That is 2 in a row. I'm going to call that a win. Compact machines. Auto-crafted. Finally. So let's really quick finish this video by going through a walkthrough of the changes I did. This is going to be a leading off to some lanterns, and I'm going to make this look a lot better. But it's some aluminum scaffolding, some treated wood scaffolding. You have your water wheel down here. You have to have water somewhere near the top of the water wheel, and I thought this looked kind of nice having it exposed a little bit so you can see what's going on. To cover up the piping and stuff like that, you can put trapdoors with they're framed trapdoors, and as you can tell, they don't break the cabling, which is fantastic. They also don't break the light that goes through them, or lasers can go through them too. So that really helps a lot, especially with these low voltage wire connectors going. They're 4 looks, but they're insulated, so even if I wanted to, they wouldn't hurt me. I go right through them. You use the low voltage relays. I decided to try and use one of these balloons. I've never used one of these balloons. I think I'm going to take it down. But I thought I was going to try one of these balloons to kind of like look like it's floating to hold up the wiring. I don't know if that's going to be that effective for a look. I'm definitely going to be replacing the blocks for that small home and making this a bigger home. But I don't want to spend too much time working on it. This farm up here is all staying the same. I'm not going to touch anything to do with that. I did actually work the farm over here to be all wheat. And this whole farm is now all hemp, so everybody can use it to make hemp. And once again, I'll add the framed slabs, or framed trapdoors. Just type in framed and framed trapdoors, and then I can just do wood all the way down, just like I did over there. And you have to have an empty hand to open and close them, so just like that. So pretty simple. Nice easy way to cover up how that looks. And yeah, that's pretty much all I did with this. These poles are now auto-craftable. I'll have scaffolding auto-crafting. I'm gonna make a lot of scaffolding. I want to make it look like this is where they live. I even added a little bit of support line all the way down into the water. Kind of give it that feel of actual having a bridge. I'm gonna flatten out this side right here, this wall, and bring this up so that way we can join this area in here and start working on the town. Now the town itself is going to be asphalted. I think that's going to be my goal, is to get asphalt in this area, and to do that I will have to do a whole lot more, well, not a whole lot more, but quite a bit more of the machines for immersive engineering, so that way I can get a lot of slag and get the asphalt working, things like that. So yeah, I mean, thanks for stopping by, and also thank you for being patient while I rebuilt this monstrosity, I guess you could call it. I'm gonna leave by doing the autocraft one last time, and you know, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But I'm hoping that somehow or another my luck is good enough that it'll do it one more time. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Auto-crafted. I'm going to call that a win. I am. I'm going to call that a win. And now covers. Let me show you covers real quick. This is a cutting tool from Refined Storage. And we need grass. Do I have grass blocks? I have one grass block. Can I get more grass blocks? Take the block, you place it inside with the cutting tool, and it won't work. Shoot. How about dirt? Just dirt. Will dirt work? Yes. Okay, so I got 12 dirt blocks covers, and those just attach right onto the cables. So if I wanted to do this, I can make it look like dirt. Cool, right? Truthfully, I probably should use this titanium block as the cover. Yeah, but whatever, I guess. Kind of looks like it just didn't grow up. Now these are facadable, meaning there's facades that you can do, but you have to have a painting machine, and I don't even know if I have a painting machine or not. Let me check. No. A painter. There you go. Oh, I'm actually not too far away from being able to have one. Make a couple extras. What is this? Industrial machine chassis. Let's see if I got that. I do. Let's go ahead and make 10. Then maybe I'll be done with that. I fixed my lapis issue, I think. Let me check my lapis now. 9,600. That's pretty dang good. I'm not going to complain about that. After we get done with this immersive engineering bit, I want to move on into the bees. I promised bees, and I know people want to do bees. They like bees. And I'll be honest with you, I'm pretty disappointed with the way I've seen bees being conducted on some YouTube channels. They're a little vague, and I think it'd be more fun to watch a person go through, and if you ask for a specific bee, see if I can work my way through to it. On the server, I just worked my way through to the bees that give you Viz crystals for Thaumcraft. So anyway, without further ado, I will catch you guys later. Y'all have a great day, and thanks for stopping by. Remember, Galactic Chickens is available to be played on a server for free, so stop on by anytime. Take care. Bye-bye.